Hi, Scorpio. So I did your love and relationship reading last because I wanted to move right into your general reading for the second part of October, since we're coming into your birthday month. Real quick, I wanted to talk about some of this planetary stuff that's going on because we've had some like super cosmic shifts going on in the last several months. And there's been like a lot of reflection going on since we had the full solar eclipse and the partial lunar eclipse in August. And then we moved into Libra where things started to balance out a little bit and there was a little more harmony going on. So as we go into Scorpio season, we're still going to have some planets moving into Libra and transiting into your sign. There's going to still be some focus on balancing out relationships and work. And when Jupiter hits your season and your sign for the next 13 months, it'll transit on the 10th. Throughout Libra, you're basically going to be focusing on the relationships in your life, how to balance them out, what you still want harmony-wise. Jupiter is going to stay smooth sailing until we probably hit your season on the 23rd. We also have Venus and Mars meeting up on the 22nd. And so there might be some insecurities about relationships, but that will quickly pass because you're the sign of death and transformation. Jupiter expands whatever sign they're in, right? It's the planet of expansion. Death and transformation. You guys are so used to death and transformation because that's just who you are. Like things don't work out in your life and you bounce right back and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And you're also the sign, you guys are very sexual appetite. So there will be, during this death and transformation phase, I think you guys are going to take it very well, but be on the lookout of like overcompensating on wanting to end something that may not be serving you. Like, don't be so harsh about it, right? In any kind of relationship, it doesn't even have to be like a work relationship or partnership, marriage, whatever. Don't be so hasty because during this time, you're going to be like, okay, I want to get rid of everything and I'm going to start brand new. And this is going to be going on for the next 13 months. And as Jupiter stays in Scorpio, but moves into each different season, each of your different houses, there will be different emphasis. So we'll talk about that as, we go into November. But I just wanted you guys to know that like right now you might want to like smooth out some balance and harmony because when it hits on the 10th, which is Tuesday, because I'm doing this on the 7th, you're going to want to start getting all like fired up, or you could just take it smoothly. I think that you guys will probably do a really good job. I think some signs will probably have some issues with Jupiter being in Scorpio. Like the fixed signs, they're going to be like, oh my God, I have to change now? Transformation? What is that? Like, I don't want to do that. No, you guys see the Empress. The Empress is about rebirth and renewal and bringing something to life and being able to enjoy what's beautiful in your life. And then we have the Sun. And there's a huge glare. It's really, speaking of sun, it's really sunny today. Kind of chilly, but it's really sunny. So you're feeling really good at the end of October. And you are really like coming to the end of a cycle. You're like, Jupiter's been in Libra. You're like, what is this crap about balance that's going on? I don't want to be balanced. Like, this is stupid. You're like, just mix up my life a little bit, right? So yeah, you're coming to an end of a cycle. I think this year is going to be great for you guys. And I think that you guys are going to take it more in stride than a lot of other signs will. Like Taurus, for example. I love Taurus. I love you guys because I wish I could be more like you. I'm a mutable sign. And transformation and change is really hard for me because I'm so analytical. Like, I want to move in a way that makes sense. And you guys are like, no, let's make this a party. Let's make this transformation. Like, everybody's just having a good time and, you know, socializing and stuff like that. Like, you know, let's get this going. I'm ready. And I think that you guys actually might be feeling it a little bit already. So work with that energy. Try not to do anything stupid. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Relationships. The rest of this month really is going to be focused on relationships and the things in your life that make you happy. And, you know, I mean, you have 3 major arcanas here. This is saying this is your time. Like, take this time, bring it. Show us what you got. Really, like, I want to see what this next 13 months is going to bring for me. Because this is actually, Scorpio is in my house of work and career and communications. Like, bring it. I'm so excited. So thank you for this time. Appreciate it already. So we are looking to have a solid foundation, you know, something that we can grow on and, you know, bring a little renewal and, you know, have that light shine on it like you haven't had in a long time. You know, what is this crap? I don't understand, you know, balance. This is not balancing me. I want to move. I want to go. And love. The 2 of Cups. I know I didn't pick this one up, but I saw that other one. And there you are, Scorpio. And this really isn't the Scorpio card, but, you know, the water sign. You guys can have a lot of emotions, but you won't show them. You are very happy, very outgoing people. Fun, strong, supportive. You take care of your family. But if you're crossed, you're going to sit like this and be like, I am not showing you how pissed off I am because I will sting you if you get any closer to me. So yeah, you know, you are wanting to have love. You're wanting to have a love that serves you. We have 4 major arcanas. Big, big time. So focus on this, you know, manifest this, manifest the balance and harmony and the rebirth and, you know, the things that are no longer serving you this year. People keep saying that, the things that are no longer serving you this year. But really, it has been a year of figuring out your life. More love, more cups, more love. This is like, you know, could mean past lives. I mean, the two of Cups is a soulmate card. I'm sorry, I looked at that and I thought it was a Lover's card. So you still have 3 major arcanas. My bad. So this is, you know, kind of like looking in the past and reflecting on your relationships and maybe reminiscing a little bit about what you had. And then possibly thinking, you know, this isn't what I wanted, or this is what I want to get back to. I want to get back to that fun, flirty, almost childlike love. I live next to a high school and they're having a football game over there. And so it's really loud. You probably can't hear it because my back window's open, but because it's so nice out. So, whoa. Well, now we have 4 major arcanas. 5, the Hanged Man. You know, a lot of people, when they look at this card, they're like, oh, you're hanging in the balance. Well, you might be. You might be reflecting on things. But this is a very spiritual card because this guy is enlightened. He's looking at things in a different light. He has become he's spiritually growing being in this hanging position. He can get down. He's put himself there. He's like, I just want to be able to see things, you know, brighter than I have before. That is like terrible. I'm going to have to do something about that. It's bad. And it looks like, so I have the High Priestess and the Page of Wands. So some kind of communication is going to come in. The High Priestess like sees everything. She knows everything. She listens to her dreams. She hears conversations, you know. And the Page of Wands is communication. So it's almost like, or active listening. So, I mean, this really is listening to your intuition and letting it guide you and then communicating about it. This is like really opening up to what you really want. Another very spiritual card. So you're looking inside, possibly getting a little mushy about things in your life, right? And I mean, you could have a fire sign. Page of Wands is fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So when we are reflecting on our situations, where we want to go, what's going to make us happy, what's going to make us feel emotionally fulfilled, we really need to think about, I mean, this is an opportunity for you to really dig deep and look at things in a different light. Look, you know, listen to your higher self. What is your gut telling you to do? Is your gut telling you that? So this is a general reading. This isn't the love reading. So I love that this is all coming out, because I kind of feel like your love reading was, you know, it was more practical for the beginning of October. And it's like you guys have just flipped a switch, right? It looks really good. It looks really good. And I'm so glad that you're kind of opening up to that very emotional, very, there you are. Hello, transformation. Hello, death. I love it when you guys show up in your reading. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It does. You know, and a lot of people, when this comes up in the reading, they're like, oh my God, that's so scary. No. Death and rebirth is amazing. Like, we evolve constantly. You guys force us to evolve and become better people. And that is super cool. Because without you, we would be stagnant. We would be in this hanged man state forever. So use that power. When Jupiter gets in use that power to your advantage. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And maybe you're trying to balance like work and love. This is the only Pentacles card. So if you're in the hanged man position and you are stuck somewhere and you're trying to make a choice, if you look at this guy's already made his decision. He's looking at one pentacle, and it may seem like the heavier pentacle, but it could just be that because you're stuck in this situation of having to choose, that the one that you want to choose does seem a little heavier. And we have the Knight of Wands. Again, more fire. And this is kind of a very passionate, not really aggressive. It's not like the Knight of Swords is really aggressive. This is very passionate movement. This is very, you know, I mean, it's almost like how you guys are in the way that you love and the way that you go for what you want. So, you know, the choice that you've made, because it really seems as though you have, get it. Go for it. This is your year. You guys sat in a balance for so long. You were trying to make the peace, keep the peace in whatever situation you were in. You know, trying to keep the peace at work, although you hated going every day. Trying to keep the peace in a relationship, although you were unhappy. You know, in friendships that, you know, you're like, I don't really fit in with these people anymore. I used to, but it's not. And go, you know, go for what you want and have that fire and passion about it. I really feel like that this is your energy coming out. Like, you guys are just going to charge forward and you're going to be like, I don't want that anymore. I'm going another direction. And it looks like you, if there is a choice in love that you are making, the world is coming in and saying, yeah, you completed this. A lot of people are getting the completion of a cycle, and it is because Jupiter is going into your sign. So, you know, if this is, you know, two people possibly that you're choosing from, if it's in your marriage and you're trying to decide, you know, is my work too much to take? Am I focusing on my marriage too much, or am I focusing on my work too much? Am I focusing on my friends too much and not enough on my marriage? Like, the decision that you make, do it with confidence. Because I know you can. And I don't think you feel like the last year, you haven't felt like you've had this kind of confidence. Because it's been like a wishy-washy, I don't know, there's this whole balance thing I have to worry about. Be a little unbalanced. You don't have to be balanced all the time. You guys aren't. It doesn't always have to be perfect. This is coming from a Virgo. Thank you. I've learned that. It doesn't always have to be perfect. If something is unbalanced, maybe it's for the best. But when you finally make that choice in love, it really seems like, because you want to be happy, do it. Charge forward. Do it in a way that makes you feel like, you know, I am the knight in shining armor. Do I have to go through the spiel of this could be a man or a woman? Because women can be knights in shining armor too. They can move forward with passion. Maybe don't have a whole bunch of sexual partners. Don't make me have the talk with you, because I have 2 boys and I've had to have the talk with, well, I have 3 boys, but one of them I don't have to have the talk with yet. So listen to your intuition and then communicate about it. Communicate what you've been thinking about, what's in your dreams, what have you been seeing on the outside that you've been keeping inside for so long because you want to keep the peace. Don't keep the peace. Don't be the peacekeeper anymore. And why am I saying that? Yes, it is good to have balance and harmony in your life, but it is time to make a decision, because you guys have the world. This is your year. Next 13 months before we hit Sagittarius, next year, I'm saying, charge in. Charge in. And it's starting this month. The end of this month, it's starting. And you know, you may be feeling this already. You may be ready to have that very passionate start. If your work makes you feel that kind of emotional, like, foundation, stable foundation, don't look into the past, you know? Because if you're looking in the past and you're like, well, maybe because I really like these people I work with, I should stay where I am. What if you hate your job? What if you hate what you're doing? Because you have been carrying a very heavy load. What did I say? Like, this whole year, you're like, I have to be a peacemaker because that's what the cosmos are making me feel like. You may not have realized that was happening, but when Scorpios keep the peace like this and don't speak their truth, it is like this huge weight on their shoulders, and they keep trudging forward like this guy is, but you're done. This is a 10. It's a completion. You're done. You're done. Done. So be the magician. Don't be the magician in a very manipulative way by using all of your tools that you have and getting your way. Don't do that. Use those tools to manifest your desires, your wants, your needs, your emotions. Like, show those emotions passionately. Use those tools. Hopes and dreams. I mean, this reading, amazing. 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 Try not to be overindulgent, but this is also hopes and dreams. Could mean that somebody's drinking too much or has some kind of addiction, but you know, I mean, I really like this reading is way too good for me to think that you could be out partying. Fantastic, do it. You could meet somebody, you could meet your soulmate while you're out partying, but try not to drink too much. And the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Virgo. Or any earth sign, could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This is the only like person besides the Empress, which is also Taurus. So if there's a Taurus in your life who you really, really love, and you have built a foundation with them and they have stood by you, because Tauruses are very fixed. Like I said, this is the sign that's going to have the hardest time with this death and transformation this year. I really think so, because the other signs that are fixed, sure, they're fixed, but they can still move a little faster than that bull, because you can't push that bull. You cannot push that bull. So if you have, whether it's a woman or a man, earth sign in your life, who you have built this wonderful, that person, I mean, you look at that person like, they have made me better. They have always seen me in the brightest way. They've always stood up for me. Always stood up for me. So maybe there's a marriage proposal. I'm not saying it is. If you guys comment like in November and you're like, I didn't get asked to be married. Somebody didn't ask me. This is just having a happy life, a happy foundation. And it is time, you know? And there's no, you guys aren't even reflecting on it anymore. Like, you guys aren't sitting anymore. You're not being passive anymore. You guys are going to go for what you want. You're just going to do it. And you're not going to carry this in your head anymore, you know, because you want love. And you want it with an earth sign, apparently. Earth signs are fantastic. I'm just saying. So yeah, looks like a really great rest of the month. And you know, these energies could really move forward into November or for the next 13 months. So keep an eye out for that, because as I was doing this, I was like, oh my God, Scorpio is going to have a really great 13 months. I can't wait. So yeah, you know, comment, let me know if anything resonates or not. I love comments. I can't like reply to all of them, but I read every single one of them. Even the ones where people are drunk messaging, drunk resonating, and they put like 6 different comments, and I mean, it's like all over the place. The one last night was hilarious. I loved it, actually. I laughed. Woke up this morning and laughed. So have a great October. Happy Halloween if you guys celebrate that. And I will see you for the love readings. Bye.